see you gather before me. Hungry,
Hello, and welcome to The Witcher 3. So, I'm just going to be streaming. I don't really have too much to say, so I won't be talking too much, but if you enjoy the stream, you enjoy the stream. Okay.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
So I'm not very far through, I don't think. I'm only level 16. But hey. I've been doing a lot of side missions. Loading. The loading screens are really quite long, aren't they? A bit like Fallout. I really want a Fallout 5. That'd be so good. I've been doing a lot of side missions recently to just kind of like grind and get my level up. Hasn't really been working too well. Oh, I should be going towards there. What am I doing? I do love this game. It's really like well thought out and stuff, and I really like the combat. It's kind of a shame that there isn't more of the combat because I think they have a little bit too much dialogue. But hey, this game got over 300 awards. And it's just quite a good game. Okay.
From now on, assume your every move.
I just really like the combat.
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it! Little kid. Oh, disgusting. Oh, the person who was sleeping.
Think I know how to free Dandelion. Got a plan, but we need Dudu. Gotta find him.
This plan? What is it?
Our Doppler friend will assume Menga's form. Order Dandelion moved to Oxenfurt. We can grab him on the way.
Brilliant. But how do you aim to find Dudu?
You're his friend. Any idea where he might be hiding?
With the Doppler, the question's never where, but as whom. In the past, facing trouble, he'd disappear, then reappear on the morrow with someone else. But this time he hasn't returned.
We need to convince Dudu to reveal himself. Any friends we could leave a message with, someone he trusts?
Dandelion. Irina Renard's troop, that's all really. Not certain he was friendly with anyone else. Spent dawn till dusk with the troop, on stage or in the crowd.
So he liked going to the mummings?
Yes. I'm actually surprised he didn't come to us after it all happened. He certainly could have counted on the Foxen's help.
So if these mummers are ready to help...
We need only mention Dudu. Irina and company are deeply indebted to him.
That must be horrible. Being a shapeshifter that doesn't have like a base form.
Maybe we could use a play. You know, work a message to Dudu into something. Lure him out of hiding that way.
Not a bad idea, but I doubt a few lines would suffice. Besides, do you really think Dudu whiles away his days attending mummings he knows by heart?
So what do you suggest?
We must write an entire new play. From scratch. Something grand. Something that will grab Dudu's attention. So most importantly, it must have a splendid title. It must be the talk of the town. If you wish, we can start on it right away.
All right. Guess we can start writing the play.
Any ideas for the plot?
Actually, I was hoping...
The key is to convince Dudu that he can rely on you, and that we wish to free Dandelion. The message must be clear, though naturally woven into the play's dramaturgical essence, meaning we need an appropriate dramatic structure. Following along?
More or less.
That'll do. Now to find the proper expressive form for our content. A gripping, contemporary story, that would be best. Perhaps about the condottieri of Povis. I know. Lorenzo Molla. A tale of a handsome but ruthless bandit, and the Doppler who manages to fool him. But now the Doppler must hide, and can only count on the help of his friend, who's a witcher, who in turn is prepared to do anything to save his daughter. No, better. His beloved. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Really think so? Lorenzo Molla. Yeah. Perhaps not. Wait, I've got it! We shall stage a story of the Urchin of Erlenwald. Secret lovers, their betrothal, a curse, a cruel queen, bells sounding midnight.
But...
At which point he reveals his face. He's a monster, there to steal Princess Palvera. They want him dead, but at that instant a witcher steps in. And everything ends splendidly. So it's settled, yeah? You wish to say something?
We need a good title. Venture to say that's more important than the story itself.
I've some ideas. Perhaps you can choose.
Gonna consider my opinion this time?
Of course. We're partners in this. I'm just in charge. I've two really good ones. The Doppler's Salvation and A Changeling Rescued or the Witch's Triumph. Which do you prefer?
Let's go with The Doppler's Salvation. It's shorter, catchier. Just one problem. No Dopplers in that story. Just a princess and a cursed urchin.
Nothing simpler. We need merely swap the Doppler in for the urchin. The message, that's what's important. A witcher arrives and saves the Doppler. Got it?
All right. So it's a comedy.
I was thinking more along dramatic lines. But if you prefer something lighter... Listen, merely decide and I'll get to work.
comedy's the safer option.
Very well. I must get to work.
I love comedy.
Must pick a corner. Sit down. Read silently or just think. All right?
Fine, since you don't need help with the writing.
Geralt, wait. A rhyme for Witcher?
Did Itcher?
Ugh. Just keep quiet. Done. I could make a small masterpiece of this had I a bit more time, but...
We're fresh out of that. The hidden message to Dudu. What did you weave in?
Hidden message?
You were gonna work something in, like come to the Kingfisher at dawn, or...
That wouldn't be in keeping with the tone of the play, not at all.
You wrote it to contact Dudu. That was the purpose. Fine. So how do you see this working?
I don't know. I was counting on recognizing him by his scar. Or just improvising. Shall we worry about that later? First you must take the script to Madame Marina. Sure you know where to find her? The troupe performs in the butcher's yard off the main square.
Join us later. See ya.
Run. Let's go to deliver the script. Run. I've been playing quite a lot of GTA, so Lollygagging.
Where you going? That's a place of culture.
Let's use Axie.
This where Madame Marina's troupe performs?
Yeah, but you can only enter with a ticket. There's no performance now. Mamas are just rehearsing. Process is interesting to observe, though. So, want a ticket?
No performance. Said so yourself.
You can still get a ticket. What'll it be? Need a ticket?
Yeah, one.
Here. Just stay out of sight, eh? Awful bashful, these mamas in rehearsal.
That's a good one.
Madame Marina, can we talk?
Geralt of Rivia. Dandelion's told us so much about you. Is he with you?
No, but I hope to bring him back soon. Here to talk about Dudu.
Let's speak in my quarters at the back of the theatre. We'll be undisturbed there.
There's so much
How can I
dialogue.
help? We've not seen Dandelion or Dudu recently.
I want to stage a play. Something that'll really draw the crowds.
I see. And you hope it'll get Dudu's attention as well, draw him here. So it must be an entirely new play? And who will write it?
Priscilla, actually. She's done writing it. Tells the story of a witcher who rescues a Doppler from certain death.
Sounds interesting. I'll gladly have a glance. But first we must think about getting the word out and organizing some protection. Ushers. Would you mind tending to these matters?
Think we need ushers? A play about Dopplers could be controversial, but are ushers absolutely necessary?
Can't be sure if you've attended many performances, but Novigrad crowds can be particularly difficult.
Rotten apples, tomatoes, eggs, that sort of thing.
Axes, butcher's knives, and bricks, actually.
All right. Know anyone appropriate?
Not nice.
Try the docks, perhaps. You're bound to find some men willing to do any work for a few crowns.
How can I help you spread the word about the premiere?
Well, we'd like all the city to hear about it, so we must clearly talk to the Puffins.
Who are the Puffins?
Street artists. Get them to announce the premiere, and even the muscles on the harbour piling will hear about it.
Where'll I find them?
They did occupy some rooms in the Bits in a townhouse, but I can't be sure they're still there. I've not seen them in the streets lately. They may very well have hung up their body hose.
Let's see if I can find them, and if they'll work for us. Thanks for helping. I'll come back once I've found some ushers.
See you then.
Head to the docks and hire ushers for the play.
Thought things couldn't get any worse.
I want more XP, so...
Don't touch me.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the black markets.
Oh! Where you walking, dimwit? Whoa! What a killer!
I love Novigrad. It's so good. Like this sort of city and how it all works and how there are just independent lives that just build up an economy. But then we've overcomplicated things crazily.
Nice tune. Damn sad, though.
Then it successfully conveys my mood. What do you seek here?
What do you seek?
Looking for the puffins. Have I found them?
We've no coin. Leave us be.
Think there's been a mistake.
Sorry. Thought our landlord had hired another thug to collect from us.
Don't want any coin from you. In fact, I'm willing to pay you, provided you agree to get the word out about Madame Irina's new play.
Oh, afraid that's impossible. Ever since we premiered our fateful ballad about Holy Hemelfart, who his faith ignores, gorges himself, diddles old whores, Fatso's gang has been harassing us incessantly.
Fatso's gang?
Common thugs, and the church's pay. City's full of gangs like that now.
They threatened me, sir. Said they round off her pointy ears with a carving knife.
They don't let us perform. Chase away spectators, destroy our instruments. Lately they've taken to lurking outside our home. We're at wit's end, no clue what to do.
All right. Say I get Fatso and his boys to leave you alone. Will you publicize Irina's play then?
Of course. But you shan't find it easy. There's no talking to that lot.
That's
I'm
why
not
I
a
have
great
two
talker anyway.
swords on the back of my back. Duh.
I dare you to say it again.
Wind's howling. So you're the ones.
Oi, Fatso, look what we got here. Is it just me, or you got cat eyes?
Right, he does. Stray cat must have fucked his mum.
Now, what you doing in the city of eternal fire, cat shit?
Leave the puffins alone.
Worms that insulted Hierarch Hemelfart, called him an whoremonger. I'd sooner snuff out the holy flame itself.
Tell them fucking poets to come down here. Shove their fruits up their blaspheming arseholes.
Yeah, to play a different tune then, every time they fought.
So stupid.
Leave the puffins alone.
Aye, we will. Alone.
What the hell?
Black magic. He's a fucking witch. Get him!
Stop making it to his sword! Leave him to me! All right, now. That'd be enough.
Ah, what a sight! You really showed them. 1-2 over the back, then pow, right in the noggin.
I'll finally be able to leave my home without hiding beneath a hood. Thank you very much.
Come on, it was nothing.
Oh, it was something, right? I don't dare think we've forgotten our promise. We'll strip our voices ragged praising Arena's new play.
How much will I owe you?
Not a copper. Helped us out. See no reason why we shouldn't help you. Get half of town to come to the play. Wait and see.
Some quick preparations and we'll be out in the streets. Till the next.
They're really nice. It's nice to see there are nice people in this game. Assume that most of the people in this game are like horrible. Now I haven't really been over there, which means I'm gonna have to walk all the way.
Save me! I'm dying!
You, it chatters burning.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
This is a misunderstanding. But fine, take them. Though I'll need a receipt. Wouldn't want to lose anything.
Yeah, drawing it up for you now.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Why have I given my weapon?
Not good.
That's really cool how one quest leads to a random incident. Or like what seems like a random incident. Ooh, ham sandwich. Let's run. Run. Ugh. Are we near the docks? I think we are. Oh no, we're not.
Whole day wasted.
I think we have to go along like the edge of a river. Like obviously there's the edge of this river. I think there's another river before we get to the docks.
Got my eye on you.
What?
Bet you're sweaty and all that armour.
What do you care?
Wouldn't you rather sweat on me?
Oh my god, I just heard that pickup line. That was horrible. The pickup line sort of like more like a opening business line. Okay. This is lopsided, isn't it?
Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty. Give us a crown.
Well, I would if I could.
Save me! I'm dying of poverty.
don't know how. I don't think I can give him a crown.
Oh.
I praise you with all my heart.
Good fight. Some nice footwork there.
Challenging me, or is it hell you want to face? A Witcher versus the Beast of Metina. Killer instinct versus primal rage.
Like to hire you to help out. We're staging a play.
Need us to kick some ass on stage.
Actually want you to usher. Keep the peace. Make sure no one's ass gets kicked, on stage or off.
Got the wrong man. Ass kicking's what we do.
I pay you well. Stand to make more than you do here.
Expecting trouble? Will we need to bust some heads?
Can't rule it out. Bricks could start flying. Heard that from a reliable source.
Now! Want to smash some bricklayers? Oh, he does, he does! Oh, I don't know my own brother. Give me that coin. And don't fret. We'll be there before any of the dancing starts.
Is there now a... here. There's a fast travel. My, what a freak. It's discrimination. I'm excited for Zelda. I pre-ordered it. It looks really good. Oh my god. I wonder though if it's gonna live up to its hype. It'd be quite hard to live up to its hype.
Ah, there you are.
Hope there's less dialogue than this.
Wonderful. That's one matter resolved.
Wanted to talk about the text itself.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something very interesting here. I've very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the Witcher, and the Queen, but I'm not certain who should play the Prince and the Princess.
Who is playing the Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Newcomer to the troupe?
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't know. I'm talking about you.
Oh.
It's a good idea. Doubt I'll get a standing ovation, but Dudu will see me. That's the key.
But you will make an effort, won't you? Learn your lines, at least.
I'll give it a shot, of course. So, about the princess. Small part, but an important one. Any idea who could play her?
Priscilla would be the obvious choice. She's young and beautiful. Yet, I do have more stage experience.
Role's yours. Talent and experience trump looks in my book.
I'm honored. I shall give it my all.
I wonder what that's gonna cause. Some
so
tension.
Who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzer would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has flawed...